It's Emily. Welcome to Junk Journal Inspirations. So today I have a super fun project to share with you. This is my December daily box. I used Tracie Fox's December daily mix and match ephemera kit from last year, and her new Festive Compendium Mach 5 kit, which is just fabulous. And also her Christmas word flashcards, just a couple here and there. Lots of Tim Holtz, some scrapbook paper, all kinds of other fun stuff. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you today. So the box itself, I measured it after it was decorated. It's about 13 by 7 by 5 on the outside dimensions. The depth is approximately 4 1/4, I guess. This is the front. So I decorated, the box was just like a plain pine box from Hobby Lobby. There were actually notches in the front and the back, like like handles, but I didn't want to leave those like that. So I filled those in. I covered the whole thing with paper. Most of this is from the Festive Compendium kit by Tracie. On the outside here, except for this piece here is scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. So we looked at the front. This is a Tim Holtz knob with the gorgeous red star in there. And this is a Tim Holtz die cut, some Tim Holtz droplets. Yeah, I'll just kind of show you and point out things as I see fit. But so we've got some pom-pom trim and some tinsel down here at the bottom, little cookie cutter embellishment. And then this side, I think I'll show you the back and then I'll sit down. So here's the back. I did sew, in order to wrap the inside and outside with paper, I measured a rough measurement of, the circumference, you know what I mean, the surface area. And then I sewed strips of paper together so it would kind of look like it was, I don't know what I was trying to achieve, quiltedness, like quilted look or something like that. So I think I can sit down now. All right, so here's the side. So I used some of the Tim Holtz, whatever these guys are. I can't remember what they're called. I love them though. These are Tim Holtz die cuts. I love how these stars come out 3D when you cut them and fold them. And some little gingerbread men buttons down here and some Tim Holtz candies. I actually cut these in half lengthwise so I could glue them flat onto the corner there. I cut these in half too so I would have more of them. Let's see, what else? Tim Holtz. I did a lot of sort of gold. I have some like texture paste that's gold. So I did that on a lot of pieces. Lots of the droplets. I love how those look in the different sizes. They just kind of add, I don't know, I like them. Here is the other side. So again, this is a button. I just cut the shank off the back or whatever that's called. Some more droplets, another one of these little Tim Holtz guys. This is a Tim Holtz sticker, I think. I did, some more die cuts. This is from Tracie's kit, I believe. Oh, that's another kit I used. It was actually a freebie, I believe, and I can't remember where the freebie was. I will try to figure that out. Let me write myself a note, and I will. I'll link to it if I can. If it was inside Tracie's Facebook group, then you can. I'll link to her Facebook group too, and you can maybe find it there because she does freebies in a couple different places. So, yeah, and then I love how this little bow turned out. This is a Tim Holtz die cut, and then I covered it with some Tim Holtz washi tape to make it look, just a little less boring. Some more of those cookie cutters. And then the inside, I believe this is Tim Holtz fabric. This was given to me by my friend Jenny, and now I can't for the life of me remember for sure if it is Tim Holtz, but I think it is. So that's on the bottom. And again, I wrapped paper. This was scrapbook paper and then the fabric. So I did another long strip that measured, you know, the inside dimensions. But this was all scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby and the fabric. And then on this side, so I sort of tried to like very informally section this off and do little vignette scenes. So you've got the lady caroling there by the lamppost with the little pile of snowballs ready for a snowball fight. You've got the little interior scene with the dog by the Christmas tree. Here at the end, we just have, you know, just some little collage bits and stuff. And then back here that was a piece of, it was like a jewelry charm from Hobby Lobby, and I just thought it was really pretty and vintage looking. So I added that. And then, okay, let me turn it this way. Sorry. Once we're done with the box, it'll be a lot easier. Okay, and then on this side, you've got that awesome man. Looks like he's off to do some last minute Christmas shopping. I've got Santa, and I used a snow marker on Santa's hat. Where is that? I'll show it to you. I found it at Hobby Lobby. It is Marvy brand. Oops, it's not going to focus. Let me set this down. See if I can get that to focus. Yeah, there we go. Marvy, and it's called a snow marker. So if you add heat while it's wet, it gets puffy. Basically, that's what it does. So yeah, and then over here, you've just got some more pieces. So that's the box. I hope you love. Oh, I forgot to show you the bottom. Here's the bottom. It's just scrapbook paper, and then I just created a little piece here for my name, my maker mark, and then I had some little red spools that I used for feet, just to raise it up a little bit, just to give it some more, something else, just something else. All right, I'm gonna sit the box off to the side here, and now we'll look at the ephemera. So I have decided that this is my new favorite way of filming. I'm gonna zoom you in while I'm talking, so close your eyes if you don't like that. This is my new favorite way of creating, and I was actually just talking to Tracie Fox about it. I hope she keeps creating kits like this, because I love the freedom of not having to worry about fitting pieces in a book. It is just so freeing. It's so much fun. You can make things 3D. You can just keep putting stuff on, and it doesn't matter because it doesn't have to fit in anything, and it's my new favorite thing to do. So I had a lot of fun with this, and I hope you enjoy it too. I guess I'm just gonna start. So all of them are numbered for the day of December. So the idea is that you would use it like an advent calendar or a December daily, and you can keep track of the things you do in the month of December with your family, or, you know, memories, or you can keep track of shopping lists, and you can take pictures and then add them, you know, to the pieces. Or if you're like me and you would rather just enjoy the art of it, it's also just a beautiful decoration. So it's completely up to you, but I did number them. If you want to follow along, you know, and do like a December daily. So this is the first one. And I painted the star, and I do this on purpose. I just wanted to show you. I'm not that bad at painting. Actually, this may have been foundry wax. I can't remember now. But anyway, I do that on purpose. I make it lumpy and bumpy and grungy because it's just my style. So, and then we have this awesome layered Christmas tree, and they are they're mounted, so they stick out a little bit. And then you open the folder. You've got some charms down here, a little reindeer and a bell, so it jingles. And then in this side, I added a vintage card, a playing card. It's just a reindeer and a sled, you know, pulling a guy on a sled. And I added some just tea-dyed paper on the back, so you have some writing space. I made this little belly band there. And then you have a little, it's not a pocket, it's more of a tuck spot because I couldn't fit the tag in there if I glued down, if I glued everything down. Sorry, I haven't filmed in a while. So here, this is the tag. So again, you have the layered Christmas tree effect, but not, it's not 3D this time. And again, some more tea-dyed paper on the back. So you have some writing space. And then just decorated the inside a bit. And I might speed up because otherwise I'm going to be here all day and I don't want to keep you forever. Here's the back. Actually, just give me 1 second because I'm going to fix my camera. So I'm a little bit too close. So just give me 1 second. Okay, I think that's better. All right, so here's number 2. So the numbers are all different. I mean, you'll see repeat kind of things, but I tried to use as many different things that I had with numbers on them as I could. So this is also set on a mounted piece. So you have a pocket with a tag, and I love how this turned out. So I learned this technique from Juicy Christians on Instagram. She is a design team member for Tim Holtz, and if you don't follow her on Instagram, please do, because she is amazing. But anyway, she uses just I think she uses a paint marker. I actually used a jelly roll pen for this, but I just polka dotted her dress down here at the bottom and up on, or her coat up here on the shoulders. I'm doing a horrible job. I'm really, really sorry. And then I just added tiny little lines to her tights just to give it some dimension, but I think it looks really cool like that. So thank you for that idea, Juicy Christians. So on the back, I added some Denison Gold photo corners here, and then just a piece of tea-dyed paper. That's it. So you could even take the paper out and add a photo instead, or, you know, do whatever you want. But there's paper there if you want to record anything. Okay, number 3. All right, so I love how this one turned out too. I love all of them. You've got your number 3 here. I've got some grunge board stars, Tim Holtz grunge board stars that I painted gold. Did some dimensional stuff here, so you can see it just sits off of the front a little bit. And then you have a card inside, and I just did this on one of my Dymo things, Carol of the Bells, and I just added an index clip to the top for interest. Doesn't really serve any purpose, but you've got writing space on the back. And then I just added this fabric bow to the top. It's not dirty. I inked it, so just so you know, and I glued it down so it'll stay in place. But then you've got some space on the back too. You could add a picture, you could write on there, however you want to use it. I mean, you could take these pieces out and put them in a journal if you want. I mean, that's totally up to you. There's so many options, but I just think it's really cool. It's a neat idea, and if Tracie keeps making kits like this, the mix and match kits, I will keep buying them and making them because they are just the best. I am having so much fun with them. All right, so this one is a little side pocket, a little bit of decoration on the back. You've got a 4 here. That one I embossed with Distress Glaze in Rustic Wilderness, I think it's called. Added some gold on the vintage Christmas music in the background. So there's not a whole lot of authentic vintage pieces in this project. There are a few, but I kept it kind of just to the kit because Tracie provides so many pieces that you really don't need to add a whole lot. And if you are just starting out, you don't need to add anything. It's perfect. So yeah, this kit is available. I will link to everything in the description box, all of Tracie's links, all of the kits. And also you can find this in my Etsy shop now, if you're interested. So that link is in the description box as well. So we've got Santa peeking out here. I love this. I added a clear number 5 Tim Holtz number, and I put it on top of, I think that was a piece of, I forget what they're called. Oh, these guys, the collage tiles, the Christmas collage tiles. I cut out a piece and just put it behind the 5. It's just because it was something different. And then this actually is like a trifold. Opens up like this. So I did some stenciling with texture paste. My dear friend Jenny, hi Jenny, was kind enough to bring her stencils, her Christmas stencils and stamps to my house one day, and I just went nuts because I don't have a lot of the Christmas stencils. I wish I did, and I think next year I will remedy that situation if I can. But yeah, she came over and I got to use a bunch of them, so it was a lot of fun. So I made pockets out of these 2 pieces. I did rub some, what did I rub on that? Something. Oh, I think I used gold. A gold, it's not a distress crayon, it's a gelato, is that what they're called? Yeah, I can't think of what they're called right now. Anyway, kind of like a distress crayon, but I don't have a distress crayon in gold, so I had to use something else. But that's what I did there. Some stamping. This is one of the Tim Holtz pieces. And then each one of the pockets has a journaling card. And then I did some decorating. I used my Jelly Roll pen again to just kind of accent the veins and leaves. I tried a new stitch out on my sewing machine, so that was fun. And then you've got space on the back too. So, I mean, obviously if you don't want to use this as a gift list, you can cover that up or do whatever you want. But I just went ahead and put the things on the top. So yeah, anyway, there's that. All right. And then, there's also a pocket here. So this one's blank. You can put anything you want on there. And I just added, I had like a vellum sticker and I added some Tim Holtz washi tape around the border of it. Excuse my sniffles. And then, let's see, how's it go? This way? No, this way. And then on the back, there's also another pocket. And I love this. Tracie had a little barcode in the kit for the shopping list. So it's so cute. And then I just added, this is a Tim Holtz piece, some Tim Holtz washi linen tape, and another that was in the kit. And then I just added the white. All right, come on. I will tie that up later. Okay, number 6. I love this one. I love Santa. Just, yeah. So I used some flock. Let me find it. Maybe. Here it is. It's Fun Flock by Stampendous. So you just add glue and then put it on like glitter. It worked okay. It's supposed to be white, but I feel like it goes a bit translucent, so it picks up the color behind, which is fine. I don't care. Excuse me. Let me grab a drink. That doesn't bother me, you know, to have that. And my water in my soda stream. Okay. So he's got some flocking on his boots and his cuffs, his hat, and the little puff ball on his hat. And then I just did, you know, just some layering. This, you know, there's some dimension. Added some vintage red lace to the top, and then on the back we have a little tuck spot here, some stars, and then I just took a piece from the Festive Compendium kit. It was a piece like this, and I have more to use on my next project. And I just folded it in half, added tea-dyed paper on the inside, and now you have a little secret journaling spot. And Santa's even telling you it's a secret. He's got his fingers to his lips. All right, number 7. So I painted and polka dotted the little grunge board number and added it to a little silver snowflake. And then you've got this pouty little girl. I love her. She looks like she can't move in that coat. And there's a holly leaf behind her. And then you open this up, and up here you have a little pocket with a couple tags that are backed with tea-dyed paper. And then on this side, just a little decorative piece. And then there's the back. Sorry, it's a lot to show you, so it is going to be a little bit long. All right, number 8. I love the big 8 at the top. This is just a whole bunch of pieces of ephemera in these little pockets. There we go. And they're all, whoops, they're all backed with tea-dye paper. And I'll put those back in properly in a moment. And then there are more in the back. Oh, my voice just squeaked. That was fantastic. Did I wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving yet? I started filming and then I scrapped it because I just had too many flubbed words. So I can't remember. So happy Thanksgiving, if I didn't say that yet, to those of you celebrating today. So yeah, that's that. And then there's the back. It's a nice little pocket. You can add other things. You can take this stuff out if you don't want it. And let me find a place to sit that. All right, here's number 9. I love this little girl. Isn't she beautiful? She's an angel, actually. And then, oh, I'll show you the back first. And then this comes out and you have the window and it's still pretty without the tag inside. It's just a frame and it's all, you know, mounted up, so it's nice and thick. And then I just used a green ribbon behind there. And then I added, this is Tim Holtz backdrop, I think, just for writing space on the back. I dyed some seam binding for the tab at the top. Okay, number 10. I love this one too. I used clear gesso on the girls. I have the frosted crystal embossing powder, but occasionally it doesn't work for me. So I just went straight in with the clear gesso and then I watercolored the dresses in green and red with something, and I can't remember what I used. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think it was crayon. I don't think it was distress crayons. It could have been distress watercolor pencils. I think it was distress crayons, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's, whoops, I'm doing a really bad job. I'm so sorry. And then you've got space on the back for a picture, or you could write on here, or, you know, glue a piece of paper down if you want to. All right, number 11, some more dyed seam binding. I used old paper distress spray stain for the green. So we have, these are some vintage price numbers here at the top. And then this opens up like so. And then we have a little pocket, or we have 2 pockets actually, with a couple little cute journaling cards. And then a Santa tag in the back. And I just used a couple pieces. Where are those from? Good question. They may have come from the kit. Now I can't remember where those are from, the little circles, but I shouldn't try, right? Okay, I will tie that later. All right, number 12. Whoops, it's got something in the back. All right, so I ran out of Christmas people, Tim Holtz Christmas paper dolls. So I used her because she just looks like she's dressed up for a party. So I don't care if it's a summer dress or a winter dress. She looks like she's going somewhere festive. So I do have more of the Christmas paper dolls now. So my next project, it won't be so difficult to find some. I just stamped the number 12 on the Tim Holtz star with some vintage stamps that I have. And then this is an envelope, and on the back I added some ball chain and a little, this is from the kit, this little Christmas order form. Added some vintage graph paper to the back. And then inside is this adorable tag with this adorable little boy. I mean, how cute is he? Seriously. So I just did some layering on the back, or on the tag there. And then the back is free for you to write or add pictures. And you can add other things to the envelope as well. Okay, number 13. So I took a Tim Holtz Halloween piece of ephemera that said 13 on it. And I used an embossing pen marker to add the embossing ink to the numbers. And then I embossed it with, I think it's red geranium. I think it's one of the only reds I have. Yeah, this one. And then I added some Tim Holtz washi tape. I put it on a piece of cardboard, and then I added some gold. And now it's very festive and not Halloweenish. Super excited. All right, over here, this pulls out here. And then on the back, you have writing space, picture space. And then you have a little Christmas tree charm here on the tab. And then in the pocket, we have just a bunch of little ephemera pieces. Now, I mean, you could take these out and put them in other, days if you need more writing space or something. They all have tea-dyed paper on the back. And then that just slides in there. All right, number 14. I just stamped it in gold paint, and then I outlined it in black micron pen. And then I added the wax seal fussy cut piece on top of the wax seal that was there. So it's like a 3D effect, if you can see that. And then this is just clipped on a couple little places for writing. And then you have the adorable little Viewmaster reel. And again, you have some space on the back for writing if you'd like. And that just clips on. Don't remember how I had it, but this works. There we go. Number 15, I used a vintage price tag for my number. And then I tied this piece of kind of crocheted lace around it and added this piece on top of the back. And then it's just a pocket for this cool flip up card. So what happens is, so it looks like just a tag, right? And then you open it up here and bend it, and it tucks underneath this little piece. And then you have a little standing display card. Now, I just wanted to show you, just for full transparency, I did not cover the back, and this is like just chipboard on the back. So I apologize. I just didn't want to make it any thicker than it already was, so that it would fit in here. So hopefully that's not a problem for any of you. Okay, and that just slides in there. All right, number 16. We're getting there, guys. Some more of the Tim Holtz numbers. These are some slides. So I added some acetate in the windows. And then you have space on the back if you wanted, or it's just pretty because Tracie's papers are gorgeous. And then you've got this little boy. I added some polka dots, and I colored his gloves and his tassel and a little bit of his hat with a red marker, alcohol marker. And then I colored this star with the alcohol marker too. And then on the back, you've got space to do whatever you'd like. Okay, now 17 and 18 have snowfall grit paste on them. Those are the only two that I did that on, because these were the only two I had left to make when that finally arrived. It took a while to get it. So yeah, anyway, you will notice if you purchase this that those are the only two that have that. So it is what it is. So I had to use it. I mean, it got here and I was like, well, I have to use it. And so I just did. But I didn't really think to the fact that none of the other pieces were going to have it. But the box does. So, okay. So you've got your number up here on the star. This one was printed for me in Tracie's kit. I stacked up the trees to make a little 3-dimensional Christmas tree. I think it's adorable. And then you've got space on the back. You could add a picture on top or just right over on the side, or however you want to do that. Super cool. And then this one is adorable. I think this one might be my favorite. So I have some little skinny popsicle sticks, and I cut them in half, and I just used a half, painted it red, with acrylic paint, and then added the cookie shapes to the stick, and then I stamped the 18 on there. This guy has some flocking on his hat and his pom-pom, and he's actually double-sided. I reverse printed the sheet so that he could have a back as well. And then I did the same thing with the candy canes. So they are mounted and then also double-sided. I think that turned out so cute. And then my little stocking pocket with the grip paste. And then on the back, you have some more candy canes, also double-sided, that fit inside the mailbox, if you so choose. I think they look cute there. And then you've got Frosty again, and then these are two of Tracie's new Christmas word flashcards. I printed the black and white set on ivory cardstock. Okay, let's put these guys back. Candy canes first. It's a tight squeeze, so I'll just warn ya. Let's see, Frosty goes in there, and then the stick sits in front, sort of like that. There you go. All right, 19. I love this one too because of the little reindeer name charm on the side here. So cute. And then I just painted, I think those are grunge board. I can't remember what those numbers are. I think they're Tim Holtz grunge board. But I just stacked up everything here on the front. And then on the inside, we have 4 tags. Use some Tim Holtz Christmas sticker phrases down at the bottom. So you have some reindeer tags inside. Super cute. Okay, now we'll tie that up momentarily. Number 20. I think this is very pretty, this image. And then, let's see, we've got a little charm that says 20, and I actually double-sided that. 2 little bells, and then inside our post box, we have some little, they're little envelopes at the top, or postcards, and then they have cute little images. Now, I didn't back these because it was going to be too thick to fit them inside. So I have done what I hate, and I've left the backs white. I tried to diminish the white as best I could with some stamping and some distressing, but I just want to point that out. I know not everybody is as in hate of white paper as I am, but some of you might be, and I just wanted to point that out. But I wanted them to fit in here, and I wanted to be able to use all 3 of them, so... And then we'll just arrange them a bit so they look like they were kind of put in there haphazardly. Okay. And then 21. I love this little girl so much. Look at her. Look at her sweet face. Oh my gosh. So cute. So I have her sitting on this circle piece with a Tim Holtz milk cap, Christmas milk cap underneath. Use some gold around there. Use some gold, I think it was embossing powder on the 21 piece. Added some flat back rhinestones in red. I dyed the seam binding with barn door distress oxide. That's what that is. Spray, distress oxide spray. And then here's the back. This was the barn door distress oxide spray. I just like let it drop onto the black numbers, and then I left it. I think I might have added some water here and there, but I just sort of left it. I liked how the color, even though it's supposed to be red, it kind of turned this pinky color that matches the poinsettia. So it was kind of perfect. All right, and then I love this. Oops, that's coming off. Put that back. All right, so here we have a clip with some seam binding and a little star cookie cutter embellishment. And then this opens. So you've got this gorgeous old-timey car with the Christmas tree inside. And then in this pocket, I have added this piece, and this is where I put the numbers. So these are Tim Holtz numbers, and I just put a ton of glue. I think I used art glitter glue or barely art glue all over, and then I dumped glitter, the distressed glitter in rock candy, over top of that and let it dry. And it's now this crystallized, sugary looking awesomeness, and I love it. So that turns backwards so you can see the numbers from the front, like so. And then this little piece tucks in to kind of hide the fact that you're seeing the back. And there's glitter everywhere. You know, it's Christmas. I'm sorry, I can't help it. All right, and then in this bigger pocket here, we have 2 pieces of adorable ephemera, journaling cards, and this little pocket that holds, how cute that is. You've got space on the back to add a picture or something. And then you've got this little photo strip. Isn't that beautiful? And I backed it with some Tim Holtz backdrop, Christmas backdrop, and I did a little bit of sewing. I didn't want to sew over top of the leaves and berries, so I just didn't sew over that part. And then this clip, little teeny clip, holds that in, and then that just sits in there. Oops. Close it up and clip it. There we go. 2 more. Here's the house one. I added a wreath to the front of my house. Added some Tim Holtz numbers there for the 23. You've got your little snowman sitting here. It's held together with a bulldog clip. And this is, you can set it up so that it sits like this if you want. You just kind of have to work with it a little bit, but it'll sit. So when you look at it from the front, it'll look like this. Or you don't have to do that at all. But I added some Christmas trees here in the middle, and they're actually double-sided. So from both sides, they look awesome. I didn't do anything to the backs of the tags themselves to leave you some space for writing or pictures. And yeah, that's that. All right, one more. Wasn't too bad. We're almost at 40 minutes, but I think I have to cut out a little bit of that. All right, number 24. I used a Tim Holtz number brad for my number on this one. Used some of that dyed seam binding. And then these are the stars. I used some, it's called Snow, the embossing powder, but it actually comes out silver. So I'm not sure, but I like it. But it doesn't look like snow to me, but that's okay. So you've got your stars layered up, and they're super chunky. Listen, ready? Oh, I love that sound. And then I had a mishap because I tried to sew through, well, obviously not the top ones, but I was trying to sew through 2 layers of cardstock and seam binding. And when I got to the tip of this star, it chewed it to heck. I mean, it was a mess. So instead of starting over, I took one of the Tim Holtz strips and I cut it on a diagonal so you would have movement here. And I just covered that up. You can still see a little bit of where it sort of chunked, but I think it's much better than it was. Just wanted to point that out. And then I just added some pieces under here, but it was already a beautiful collage, you know, digitally, so I didn't really need to do much. And then on the back, I just added some pieces, and then the 24 here with a little baker's twine around it. So that's it, guys. That is my December Daily Mixed Media Advent Box using Tracie Fox Creative Digitals and Tim Holtz Ephemera. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that that was fun for you to see what I made. If you are interested in purchasing it, it is on Etsy at the time this video goes up. If it's not there, it means it's sold. So yeah, I will put all the links in the description box below. And if you need anything else, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving if that's what you're doing today. We're celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow instead of today because it just worked out better with our schedule. And we kind of roll that way. We just don't, we're not hindered by dates. We do what we want. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for spending 45 minutes with me today. And I will talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.